Hi everyone, welcome to Tigner Adventures. If you are one of our subscribers, welcome back. If you are new to our channel, consider subscribing to our channel, and for sure, make sure you ring that bell so that you can get notified of our different videos. Today we're going to go on a little bike ride, and so I thought, well, since we're going to do that, maybe we could do some geocaching. To kind of follow up from last week's video, we're going to actually go look for a geocache and give you some little tips on looking for them and how much fun it actually is. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we do here is we've brought up the geocaching app on my phone, and we are going to find the cache that we want to go to. In this case, it's closed to the corner, and then we select navigate, and it tells us how far it's going to be, and so then we go ahead and take off. So as we are moving along, it keeps counting down the closer that we get. Hopefully we're getting closer. And you can see that once it's a tenth of a mile, but once it gets down to about a half of a tenth of a mile, then it goes to 500 feet, and it just keeps on counting down until you get right up onto it. Now, the only thing is the phone's not as accurate as a typical GPS, but other than that, we're just using a phone, and this is how it's working. So it does a really good job. It gets us close enough that we can typically find the cache. Okay, I'm going to tape you. Grab it. Do you want to grab it?
No.
Oh, well, if you don't.
Scorpion on it.
Oh, jeez. Don't think there's a scorpion.
Look at your face.
I don't want my face. It's full of little bugs. I want a seashell.
They're a little sad for kids around here. Not many kids around here. Yeah. Anyway, all that sweat rolling down my belly. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Look at how big they are. Sure, with my hiking.
All right, just so you know that the geocaches that I showed on our screen for finding it and the actual geocache that we found was not the same one. So don't want to give anything away. You have to go find your own geocaches. But we did find this one. The last one we just found was from s.w.a.g. You actually met him on last week's video, and he has hidden a number of geocaches, and so this is one of his. We've found it and signed it. On the left of the screen, you can see I have the geocaching app up on the screen here, and the little blue dot that's in the middle there is me, and I'm looking out to the right there. That's what this area is that you can see me panning through, and there are just tons of caches out here. And the fun part of geocaching is just the places that you find, you know. I mean, here are some of the different geocaches that we found throughout our searches, and the things that we come across. You know, here's a beehive that we found. This was pretty cool. Just one out in nature. How about this? A playground out in the middle of the desert. Someone's getting pretty creative here. These four-wheelers that go out here a lot, they must have kids, and so they wanted to set up something for their kids to do while they're out playing. We are always finding really cool places when we find the geocaches. It kind of leads us to places that you wouldn't necessarily go. And that's the whole fun part of geocaching. Before we conclude, I want to give you some tips on finding geocaches too. If you had noticed on that one we found, it was just a rock sitting by a cactus, which all by itself look a little bit out of place. So you want to just look for things that look out of place, and then that's great. If you select options where it's a little harder to find them, then you'll find something like this. Okay, this is a railroad type, top of a railroad tie nail. In this case, we just had to kind of go along the tracks and just keep trying each one until we finally found one that wasn't permanent. In this picture that I showed already once, this was a geocache in the middle of a pile of rocks. So there wasn't anything that really gave us too much of a clue there, and we just had to really hunt for it. So they do get harder, but if they're easy, then it's usually something that looks out of place, and you can find them pretty easy that way. So remember, to get started with geocaching, all you have to do is go set up an account on geocaching.com, and then just get out there and start looking for caches. It's a lot of fun. You'll have a lot of fun, and you'll probably get hooked on it like a lot of people do. So anyway, hopefully this has been a lot of fun for you to watch and see how to actually do this. It is a pretty easy little sport to participate in. There's a lot more going on. Last video we talked about s.w.a.g and the events that they have. There's that. There's also different adventures that you can do through the adventure labs, and so it's pretty much unlimited. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and ring that bell so that you get notified anytime that we put out a new video. And of course, if you can, please give us a thumbs up. That's always helpful when getting other people to see our videos. We're trying to grow our channel. There is a lot of work involved and just trying to get the word out there. So any help is appreciated. And until the next video, we'll just hopefully see you down the road somewhere.